Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Caesar here again. I'm making a video back to back, so I look the same. I'm wearing the same clothes. That's the reason why. So I'm shifting gears over to talk about the AMT 66 Fairlane, and so I picked up this kit on discount because the box was crushed at Hobby Lobby, and I was curious to see if there was any damage for $8. I figured even if the body's, you know, bent or cracked or broken, $8 for a whole kit. I mean, there's a lot of parts in there I could probably use. So when I got it home, I picked it up, I opened it, and everything seemed intact. Got curious, went down the rabbit hole. Pretty much um, started it. So here's me talking about it, uh, what's going on, and I plan on finishing this, and it's pretty close to getting done. So here's an update on this, you know, 66 Fairlane. Sorry for my messy desk. This is my side desk where I put everything to the side. I can never keep anything clean. Anyways, let's get to it. All right, so this is the 66 Fairlane AMT by AMT, and so here's the deal. Let's kind of pull this apart. My plan with this was it was supposed to be yellow, but apparently it's not. I ended up primering this body in gray. I did this, I think it was last I think I started this end of the last summer, I believe, and then in the fall, I spray painted this gray primer. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, and what was funny is that it was white at first. I primered it in white because there's this white primer that I bought years ago. It's an acrylic. I forgot the name, but anyways, it was white, and I think it would have been better if I sprayed it white. It would have probably turned a little bit more yellow, but then I think I stripped it, and I went with the Tamiya gray primer, and I had one can. This is an old can of Testors yellow. It's a transparent color, but according to the can, let me grab it real quick. According to the can, the yellow, it didn't specifically say that it was a transparent. It only says, I'll show you the can. It says pearl yellow, right? And that's all there was on the can. Now the can itself, this is what it looks like. I had these in a box, and I had it in my shed, and there was a water leak in my shed, and the box was on the ground, basically on the floor of the shed, and it got wet, and some of my cans got the labels got, you know, that's why there's like rust on the can, but it stayed. There was still stuff in there. Maybe this can's from probably, I don't know, 10 years ago, probably more, probably longer than that. So I wasn't sure if it was enamel. I didn't research it. I know it was a Model Master because of the label. You can tell right here. That's a Model Master, logo type thing. But by it saying pearl yellow, I wasn't sure. I didn't even check to see exactly what this paint was. I just thought it was like a pearly yellow, with a little bit of sparkle in the yellow. But it turns out it's a little bit more transparent. And so when I sprayed it, I noticed that it came out really light, and I was like, what? Now I don't know if being outside through time and all the years that it was in the shed, maybe it lost a little bit of its color. I don't know really. I don't know the chemical, if there was a chemical reaction with just sitting there, or something escaped, because there was other cans in that box that basically the what's it called, the aerosol stuff inside leaked out, and they were no good. This one survived, so I thought I should just try it, and so I sprayed it the first coat, and it was very very light, and I'm like, it's already on there. Maybe if I keep spraying it, it'll become more opaque. It'll become more of a solid color. No, the more I sprayed it, I did after the third coat, I could, you know, tell it wasn't going to change. It was turning to this kind of greenish. I can't even call. I don't even know what to call it. Like almost avocado, an avocado green, and so I ran out of paint. I completely ran out of paint. Um, well, there's a little bit left, just a little bit. I think enough for if I wanted to do another final coat. I think I would be able to. And so what happened was that I just left it, and I sat in the box. I was disappointed. I didn't like the color. I was gonna repaint it. I went and got another can of yellow, and I was gonna strip it. But the more I looked at it, the more this color kind of grew on me. I ended up, no, actually, these are the original colors I had decided for the yellow. Um, and so I ended up just sticking with this, and I am going to stick with this. So there's a couple of runs. I don't know if you can really see it in the camera or not, but right here, you hit it in the right light, like right there. There's a little bit of a run, and let's see. I think there's another one in around the same area. Well, there's just the one here. Was there another one on this side? No, I think that's back here. You kind of see a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. You hit the right light. Oh, right there. It kind of pooled in this little area, and I thought, okay, I'll sand it down, but you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna keep running with it as it is. I don't even know why I started this kit, to be honest. I think the reason I bought it is because it was a Hobby Lobby discount. Was it? I think it was one of those reduced prices. And the box, and the reason it was reduced is because the box was kind of bent and smashed in the corner, and it was in the clearance section, and it was like $8. I'm like, for anything, if the body's crushed or bent or whatever, I can still use the parts out of this thing for $8. So I got it, and I opened it, and I seen that it was intact. Nothing really happened, and so I started looking into, like, I started researching it real quick, like what car is this, and saw a bunch of samples of it, and I don't know, at the moment, by seeing the images on the web, I was like, oh, I got inspired, and I started it for no particular reason. It was just an impulse thing that I just did. But I decided to here's the engine, and let's see, all the other parts are over here, but I kind of used the chrome, Fusion Chrome, on these. This is I sprayed this with, it's a Rust-Oleum aluminum. That is a really, I'm not gonna get into it, but I've been using that aluminum, Rust-Oleum aluminum, and I gotta tell you, I like it. It covers really good for anything that's like engine or like this transmission. I mean, I was like one pass, like one heavy pass. Like I do a light one, and then the second pass, I just kind of it's a little heavier, but it covers really good, and you get that metallic aluminum metal look, and then you just go from there. Same thing with these headers. Um, this blue is actually a it's Ford blue. I had painted head these head covers with Fusion, and I touched them and they smudged. Actually, oh, here's a sample of that aluminum, and this is from the '66 Nova. Um, this is that Rust-Oleum aluminum, metallic aluminum or something like that it's called. I don't have the can in front of me, but and it just gives you a good base for something like this, you know, and I think it works really good. Anyways, I did spray this with. This is the. I'm trying to remember what I sprayed. What? If I don't want to lie, I think yeah, this is the Mr. Surfacer Black primer, 1500, I believe. Yeah, it's 1500. I don't have the can in front of me, but I really like that black. That really looks good. Yeah. So, no, I'm lying. That is not Mr. Surfacer. I'm thinking about my other build that I'm thinking of. So, I did have a few boo-boos on the hood, and so I ended up going with when the color came out like this, and I was like, I need to break it up. You know, I need to break up this color a little bit because I just didn't like. I needed to break it up. I needed to break up the color, and so I went and I sanded down the hood again, and I went. Now this is Mr. Surfacer Black Primer. I know that. It's just a really nice. It looks so realistic. This black, you know, when you see a real one-to-one car in black with that satin look, this represents it so well. And yeah, I thought this was it, but no. Anyways, that's what the hood was going to look, and because I wanted to kind of break up this ugly green, which kind of has grown on me a little bit, I went with these wheels. These are from Z-Force. Yeah, Z-Force on Colts 3D. Oh, I can't remember his name. I'm really bad with these names. I keep forgetting. But anyways, I went with these. I even forgot. But these are Fords, I believe. For the Fords. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of these type of 18, inch wheels, 18, 19, 20s. Even though I've built cars with them. But on this car, let me move this out of the way. On this car, for some reason, it looks really good. I think it's because the car is very long, and so the wheels kind of match it, and I want it. Yeah, that looks sick. This is the first time me mocking it up with these wheels. I mean, I did at first when I painted him, but not the caps. I didn't put the caps on. Now that it has the caps on, yeah, I like that. But yeah, let's see. But yeah, that's what I'm working on at the moment. I'm going to be jumping back and forth. I have this Firebird back here that I built, yeah, maybe 7-8 years ago. They were in the plastic cases, you know, the display cases, and this one was one that flipped around while I moved, and it was upside down, and it was in a shed for like 2 years. So it kind of fell apart. I lost the side mirrors, and there's a couple of, since it sat on his roof, it kind of, the paint kind of melted. I think I made a video of this. Somebody said that I should make a rag top kind of thing, but we'll see. I might do that. I don't know yet. But I pulled it out because I was gonna just kind of to see if I can just put it back together. But I was gonna change the wheels on this. I don't like I never did like the wheels it came with. This is the 68 Foos. But we'll talk about it in a different video. So, but anyways, this is what I'm working on at the moment with this 56 Fairlane. Let's see if I hope it doesn't take me another year to finish something like this. I gotta finish. I have a bunch of other things I need to work on. Like I said, I'm working on the 66 Nova. I need to twist this back to normal, and once that's done, that car's done as well, and I'll make a video of it. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.